Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's devotion for December 14th. Today's devotion is titled Jesus and the Bigger Story. Today's Bible reading is from Ruth, chapter 4, verses 13 to 17. So Boaz took Ruth into his home, and she became his wife. When he slept with her, the Lord enabled her to become pregnant, and she gave birth to a son. Then the women of the town said to Naomi, "Praise the Lord, who has now provided a redeemer for your family. May this child be famous in Israel. May he restore your youth and care for you in your old age. For he is the son of your daughter-in-law, who loves you and has been better to you than 7 sons." Naomi took the baby and cuddled him to her breast, and she cared for him as if he were her own. The neighbor women said, "Now at least Naomi has a son again." And they named him Obed. He became the father of Jesse and the grandfather of David. A generous friend offered to babysit our kids so my wife and I could go on a date. "You should go somewhere fancy," she gushed. Being practical people, we decided to go grocery shopping instead. When we returned, grocery bags in arms, our friend asked why we hadn't done anything special. We told her that what makes a date special isn't so much what you do, but who you're with. One of the few books of the Bible that doesn't record God directly saying or doing anything, the book of Ruth, could seem to be pretty ordinary. So some read it as a touching but largely human drama of 2 people coming together in a relationship. But in truth, something extraordinary is taking place. In the final chapter of Ruth, we read that Ruth and Boaz's union results in a son named Obed, the grandfather of David. And as we read in Matthew chapter 1, verse 1, it's from David's family that Jesus was born. It's Jesus who unveils the ordinary story. It's Jesus who unveils the ordinary story of Ruth and Boaz and reveals the extraordinary story of God's amazing plans and purposes at work. So often, we see our own lives in the same way, as ordinary and serving no special purpose. But when we view our lives through Christ, He gives eternal significance to even the most ordinary situations and relationships. When has God turned an ordinary situation into one of extraordinary significance for you? How has He made all moments in life something sacred and extraordinary? Thank you for joining me for today's devotion, and I hope you have a wonderful day.